Hello everyone. In this session we will be discussing some numericals related to the different formulas of Boyle's law, Charles law, right? Then constant volume process, constant pressure process, constant temperature process, combined gas law, ideal gas equation and few others. Okay, so let us first start with example 1. It states that 5 kg of air is heated from initial value of 0.5 meter cube to final volume of 1.3 meter cube at constant pressure 4 bar. Determine heat supplied, work done, initial and final temperature of air. Take Cp is equal to 1.005 kilojoule per kg Kelvin and R as 0.287 kilojoule per kg Kelvin. So first let us understand this question. Okay, 5 kg of air is heated, so mass is given 5 kg. From initial volume to final volume, right? So both the values of initial and final volumes are given. Initial volume V1 is equal to 0.5 meter cube and final volume is 1.3 meter cube at constant pressure 4 bar. So this proves that it is a constant pressure process for which we have to determine heat supplied, work done and initial and final temperatures of air. So we also specific heat at constant pressure is given and the value of R is also given. So this is the data. Right, so first of all what we have to do is you have to convert all the units into SI units, into MKS unit, right, basically. So we'll convert bar, right, so we know that 1 bar is equal to 10 raised to 5 Pascal. So 4 bar will be actually 4 into 10 raised to 5 Pascal. So 10 raised to 5 Pascal instead of 10 raised to 5 Pascal we can also write 10 raised to 2 into kilopascal. So pressure is converted from bar into Pascal, right? Then volume is given, both initial and final, and mass is also given. Okay. So we have to find heat supplied, work, and initial and final temperature of air. We know that PV is equal to MRT. Okay. PV is equal to MRT. So in this we will be using this equation because we are having all other values than temperature. So we also need to determine the value of initial and final temperatures. So for that we will be taking this equation. We will be using this formula PV is equal to MRT1. Okay, so substituting the value of P, then V1, then M and R, will be able to obtain the value of T1. Right, remember that temperature will be always be in Kelvin, right, since we are using MKS system. Okay, so P1 V1, P is 4 into 10 raised to 2, right, into 10 raised to 3 should be there, into 0.5 is the volume, then we have 5 into 0.287 into T1. Right, see here the value of R is in kilojoule and the value of pressure is in kilopascal. That is why kilo cancels out. That is why the 4 into 10 raised to 2 value is being taken. Okay. Otherwise, we have to convert it into the MKS unit. Okay. So we'll get T1 as 139.37 Kelvin. So first step is done. Now we will use this equation V1 upon T1 is equal to V2 upon T2. Now how we will get this equation? We know that from combined gas law P1 V1 by T1 is equal to P2 V2 by T2. So since it's a constant pressure process, P1 is equal to P2. So we're left with V1 by T1 is equal to V2 by T2. Now we just found the value of T1. And the values of V1 and V2 are already been mentioned in the question itself. So substituting all the values will get the value of T2 as 362.36 Kelvin. Now we know that for constant pressure process heat supplied as mCp T2 minus T1. So we found the value of T1 T2. Cp is already mentioned in the question. And M is also given in the question. So substituting this value, M is 5, Cp is 1.005 kilojoule per kg Kelvin, T2 is 362.36 Kelvin. T1 is found out to be 139.37 Kelvin. So Q will be 1120.52 kilojoule. Okay. So this will be the value of Q. Okay, so we have derived Q in terms of kilojoule. That is why the value of Cp is being taken in kilojoule per kg Kelvin. Okay, you derive this numerical yourself also. You calculate on your own. There must be some calculation error also. So you confirm on your from your side also. Okay. So work done. P W is equal to P into V2 minus V1. So this is simple. Pressure is given. V1, V2 is given. So substituting all the values. So we'll get work as 320 kilojoule. So that's it. We have found all the values that has been asked in the question. T1, T2, Q and W. Okay. So now let us go through another example. Example 2. So what does example 2 says? It says 5 kg of air is heated from 25 degrees Celsius to 150 degrees Celsius. We have to determine specific heats, change in internal energy, change in enthalpy. Okay, and R is given. R is 0.287 kilojoule per kg Kelvin, and gamma is given. Gamma is 1.4. Okay. So let us first convert the temperature into Kelvin. Okay, so 25 degrees Celsius will be converted into 298 Kelvin. How? If you want to convert any value from Celsius to Kelvin, then you have to add 273 in it. So we'll get T1 is equal to 298 Kelvin and T2 as 423 Kelvin. Okay, R is given as 0.287 kilojoule per kg Kelvin. Gamma is given 1.4. Okay, so remember that this gamma is basically known as adiabatic index, and there is a relation between Cp, Cv, R and gamma, right? We can write Cv as R upon gamma minus 1. So you have to remember this equation. Okay, now Cp is R upon gamma minus 1. R is 0.287, gamma is 1.4. So we'll substitute the value of both the parameters, and we'll get Cv as 0.7175 kilojoule per kg Kelvin. Okay, so now we have got Cv, we know the value of R, and we know that there is a relation between Cp, Cv and R as Cp minus Cv is equal to R. So Cp will be Cv plus R. So substituting both the values, will get Cp as 1.005 kilojoule per kg Kelvin. Okay, now it is easy to find internal energy because the formula for internal energy is mCv T2 minus Tv. So we have got the value of Cv, mass, the value of mass is given in the question itself, and T1, T2 is also been mentioned in question itself, right? But the only thing is that you have to convert temperature, the value of temperature into Kelvin. Okay. So let us substitute the value, all the values, right, that are in this expression, that are being used in this expression. Now mass is 5, Cv is 0.7175, T2 is 423, T1 is 298. So delta U, change in internal energy, will be 448.43 kilojoule. Also, change in enthalpy involves mCp T2 minus T1. So all the other parameters, all the other thermodynamic quantities remain same except Cp. The value of Cp is 1.005. So using this, we'll get 627.81 kilojoule change in enthalpy. So this is how you calculate change in enthalpy, change in internal energy, and you can use the expression Cp minus Cv is equal to R to calculate specific heat if one of the specific heat is given or the value of R is given. Okay. Now let us discuss example 3. In this example, a cylindrical vessel of 1 diameter is given and 4 meter length has hydrogen gas at pressure of 100 kilopascal and 27 degrees Celsius temperature. Determine the amount of heat to be supplied so as to increase pressure to 125 kilopascal. So we have to basically determine the amount of heat right? So that the pressure of the gas increases from 100 kilopascal to 125 kilopascal. So let us first know that the value of Cp for hydrogen gas is 14.307 kilojoule per kg Kelvin. Then for Cp it is 10.183 kilojoule per kg Kelvin. Then for D is diameter is 1 meter here, length is 4 meter, and pressure P1 is 100 kilopascal, where pressure P2 is 125 kilopascal. Temperature is 27 degrees Celsius, which is to be converted into Kelvin. Don't forget to convert the unit. Okay, you have to convert the unit into. We have to solve this numerical in MK system. So T1 sorry 27 degrees Celsius will be converted into 300 Kelvin. Okay. Now Cp is equal to 14.307 and Cv is 10.183. Now what will be the value of Q? Okay, amount of heat. So first of all, let us find the volume, right? Well, let us find the volume. We know that volume of the cylinder is nothing but pi r square L. So we have got diameter, the value of diameter is 1 meter, so the radius will be 0.5 meter. Value of length is given as 4 meter. So the volume of cylinder will be 3.14 meter cube. Now we know that Cp minus Cv is equal to R, and we have got the value of Cp as well as Cv. So substituting both this value, we'll get R as 4.124 kilojoule per kg. Okay, now here it is a constant volume process. So we know that from combined gas law, P1 V1 by T1 is equal to P2 V2 by T2. So since V1 is equal to V2, we'll get P1 by T1 is equal to P2 by T2. Okay. So substituting the value of P1, T1 and P2, we'll get T2. Okay, T1 is given as 300 Kelvin, while P1 and P2 are given as 100 kilopascal and 125 kilopascal. So substituting all the values, we'll get T2 as 375 kilopascal. Kelvin. Okay. Now we also know that PV is equal to MRT, which is an ideal gas equation. Okay, substituting the value of P1, V, right, R and T, will get the value of mass, which turns out to be 0.2537 kg. Now in order to determine change in the heat supplied, we need the value of mass, right, because the heat supplied is given by mCv T2 minus T1. So in order to find the value of heat, we have to obtain the value of Cv. Okay, we have to get the value of Cv, M, T2 and T1. So T1 has already been mentioned in the question. T2 we have obtained the value of T2 from the combined gas law equation, and we got M from the ideal gas equation, right? In this way we will find the value of heat supply. So let us substitute these values. The value of mass is 0.2537 kg, Cv is 10.183, T2 is 375 and T1 is 300. So we'll get heat supplied as 193.83 kilojoule. So this is it. These are the normal simple numericals that we need to solve for property of gases, right, which involves different formulas from combined gas law, ideal gas law, constant volume, constant pressure, constant temperature processes. Thank you.